Hello there, my name is Cleland, and today I'll be providing training to improve your ability to network. I will be discussing 5 different tips you can use to improve your networking skills, which can be beneficial towards generating future employment opportunities. The first tip to improving your networking is to prepare ahead. Preparing ahead means you must be ready to market yourself to others by communicating your strengths and what you can bring to the table. You want to showcase to others why you are an asset and can be beneficial to the success of their company. You can also prepare by researching prior to networking events, such as by knowing who will be attending. This will allow you to identify potential connections or leads with others that can help generate potential working relationships and provide a pathway for discussions in the future. Preparing ahead also means having your documentation, such as your resume, references, and contact information, prepared to be given if required to stay in contact with potential individuals. The second key tip is to develop your communication skills. It is important, firstly, to maintain positive body language, such as by appearing accessible through maintaining openness when you speak and maintaining eye contact. Folding your arms is an example of negative body language that should be avoided, as it demonstrates an unwillingness to communicate through a lack of openness. You also want to keep the audience you are communicating with in mind in terms of their interests and values, as they will be more interested and engaged in what you're saying if it relates to them. This ties into preparing ahead and researching ahead to discover what their interests are and what you can discuss when interacting at events or online. Lastly, it's important when developing your communication skills to practice active listening, where you want to ensure you understand the message of what others are communicating and give the speaker full attention. You want to avoid desires to interrupt with your own thoughts and ask open-minded questions that elicit more information that can be beneficial for you to discuss later on. The third tip is to discover and use your influential connections to gain future opportunities within your field of interest. You want to focus on your efforts of building networking connections with those who have the ability and resources to progress your career and have an influence that benefits your professional growth. Seeking connections through mentorship from individuals in your field is fundamental to personal and professional growth, as it allows you to be exposed to expertise and relative knowledge that can be used for future job opportunities. A mentor can also showcase achievements that inspire and motivate you to learn from them. So it is important to find one who can guide you through various obstacles and offer valuable advice to help accelerate your career. Lastly, it's important to discover connections through social media platforms such as LinkedIn and Twitter, as these sites will allow you to strategically engage with relatable industry leaders and participate in relevant discussions relative to your career interests. The fourth tip is to expand and be aware of your online presence, as the online atmosphere is continuing to grow and must be utilized to gain exposure within today's job market. Building and making connections online is an effective networking strategy, as sites such as LinkedIn provide pathways to learn insider information and connect to professionals within your field. You want to maintain an active profile on these sites and to be proactive to keep up to date on current job leads and hiring trends. It is also important to engage within your network, where you want to send professional messages relating to common interests with other individuals and ask questions that can help you gain insight and create dialogue. You also want to interact within your network by creating your own content that showcases your expertise and skills that can invite feedback from others and establish both credibility and stronger relationships with those you interact with. Lastly, it is crucial to be aware of your digital identity when using online networking sites, as employers frequently check sites in relation to their screening processes. You want to remove any questionable materials such as photos or comments that may go against the values of various companies and produce a positive online image through positive interactions within your company and neutral content. The final tip to improve your networking is to stay in touch with your network and continue to grow it moving forward. Reaching out consistently to your network shows your continued genuine interest in those you have connected with. This can be executed through methods such as notes or messages through online sites that include questions or statements related to their work, role, and life experiences that demonstrate that you continue to value their expertise. You also want to ask questions about their specific needs, such as support or assistance for a specific project, so that they will see value in continuing the relationship with you and providing you valuable insight. It is also important to remember to follow up with those you interact with within your network, as this will enable you to continue strong relationships and be resourceful within your network. In cases such as conversations at meetings or events with others, it is important to provide a follow-up through email or notes within a few days to bring up what was discussed and showcase your interest in what was said between you and the other individual. It is lastly important to actively continue to grow your network, as your network is a constant pathway for finding opportunities within the workforce and must be maintained to keep the connections you have already generated. You never know when unfortunate circumstances may occur, such as injuries or family issues. So it's important that you continue to grow your network to have a foundation to rely on for other potential opportunities. This concludes my training presentation on how to improve your networking. Thank you for listening and have a great day.